When it was announced, gym closed. How'd you feel?
Man, devastated. Devastated.
I felt a little bit sad.
Like at first we didn't believe it. And we're like, oh, we'll just kind of lay low and we'll be back in like the middle of the next week. And then it just kept growing and growing and growing. I think the hardest part was just not having any control over the situation. And then we just kind of started having to come up with a plan, be able to pivot into something that was unknown and strange. We just kind of went with it, and fortunately I had a lot of help, not just staff, but like other groups of people that kind of like were spearheading ideas of how to put things together.
I've been doing CrossFit since '07, and this is not only where I get my fitness, but this is like my family. So I was devastated I was not gonna be around these people. So finding ways to work out without equipment, whether it's in a parking lot or at we've gone to a grade school down the road and just made it work with one dumbbell and an ab mat.
We had Zoom classes where it was exactly the same time as your normal classes, except it was over the internet, of course. And we still broke it down, the workouts. We had a warm up, we had the total workout, and then we had a cool down. So we still got to see our clients and stuff. It was just over screen.
So even though I have kind of been training online and still working with some of my clients and Zoom classes, it's just not the same as being able to kind of be right next to somebody, put your hands on them if you need to, kind of correct their movement and stuff like that.
That was so much harder, not being able to see my people. I like to see them one-on-one. I like to coach classes, and so having to deal with internet issues, or if there was a storm, our power went out a couple times.
In the first 3 weeks, those were probably the hardest I've worked in a decade. Before even when we even first opened this place up, I hadn't worked that many hours, not knowing what the payoff was going to be or what was going to happen. I think in the long term, very confident that whatever happened kind of made myself a hell of a lot better at like leading people. But then I think in the long term of like the direction that we want this place to go, really clarified a couple of things. And I get a lot of the credit, but really like there's a lot of other people behind the scenes that either helped either to give me ideas or shared ideas. We're still not fully there yet, but almost done.
Just come back. I miss you. Just come back. We'll stay 6 feet apart. You're gonna find that we have put in more than what's needed or required or suggested as far as protocols. We'd like to see you moving and work with you to get you back on track.